Good evening. Welcome to Reactive Film, the special screening of Lucy Walker's Tsunami and the Cherry Blossom. Reactive Film is an organization that picks the best documentaries to activate people around social issues. This is a short film that's extraordinary, that shows the force of nature, how devastating it can be, but also how beautiful it can be. And we're very excited to have Lucy Walker, the director, do a Q&A afterwards.
手を出した。届かない。僕も手を出すと届かない。死んだ。目の前で死んだ。うちもいらない。服もいらない。何もいらない。命だけ返してくれと。俺はそれだけ。命だけ返してくれと。今でも思ってるよ。
One thing which I hope comes through in the film was that I was so impressed with how the Japanese people were coping with such a difficult situation, and how incredibly strong and dignified and determined and inspiring everyone was. And I think you get the sense coming through, right, of quite how unimaginably, challenging. It doesn't get, I don't think, much worse as human beings in terms of what you're confronted with, and yet how people rose to that challenge was just so beautiful.
But before you got there and were able to be inspired, like, what attracted you to the story?
The crazy truth was that I was actually initially going to make a film about cherry blossoms before the tsunami happened, and then I decided I couldn't possibly make the film about cherry blossom this year because of the tsunami. And my second thought was actually, no, it's a more important time than ever to express our love and appreciation and solidarity, with Japan. But equally, actually, I wanted people to understand how bad the tsunami damage was, because I feel like it wasn't just a nuclear story. And I guess when it first happened, I think that the nuclear story was so petrifying. I hadn't quite realized how many people had died, and when people said towns were washed away, I hadn't really gotten a sense of it until you see footage like that, or until you go there and you think, oh my goodness, this town was actually washed away. So I wanted this film also to not just address the radiation, but really to look at the tsunami.
I think also that you do such a great job of using nature and how destructive it is, and how it can just wipe out the city and tens of thousands of peoples and destroy lives, and then how on the reverse side can inspire us and can be so beautiful. And it's really Mother Nature. I think you show a great yin and yang of nature.
For me, the film is very much about what inspires me about Japanese people, but there's also a part of it that I hope was just these people exemplified for me about how human beings can go through tragedy, be totally destroyed, and then get up the next day and roll their sleeves up and keep going with hope in their hearts. And so it's and also how nature kind of inspires us to do that.
So Reactive Film, what we're going to try to do with the film, with Lucy's permission, is take it to our high school program where we integrate these films into the curriculum of public high schools. But also, really, in February, we have a new program called the College Action Network, which we launched last month with Helen Back Again. And we're going to try in February to take the film to these colleges around the country and really try to stir up interest in Japan just before the one-year anniversary of the tsunami. And what we want to do is try to raise money, hopefully with you all's support and the people, the influencers and the press who come tonight, raise money for Reactive Film so that we can have these programs at more high schools and more colleges, and use the high school students and the college students to really drive on the issues. But I want to thank, again, LVMH, our sponsor. Lucy Walker, thank you so much for being here.